Hello, Sim here. Woohoo! Oh yeah, I'm back. 9 months. It's got to be the longest I've been off air. So in this video, I'm going to get into why I was off air, what I've been up to, and what the plan is for bringing content back to minimize the chances of me going off the air again. So, if you enjoy informative videos and like to know how to buff your gaming network, make sure you are subscribed and that you've hit that bell icon so that you get notified of when new videos arrive and when I go live. Most of you would have probably come to the conclusion that Black Ops 4, more affectionately known as Lag Ops 4 for a good reason, finished me off. Oh well, Sims had enough. Although Lag Ops 4 didn't help, it was not the sole reason for me going off air. I had the joys of home ownership to contend with, a delightful cold which wiped me out for a good 5 weeks at the beginning of the year, which was going around at that time of year. It wasn't nice, loads of people got it and it just zapped your energy. That was it, you just ugh. On top of that, my day job changed and that meant a lot of energy went into that as I came up to speed, assessed the situation, took control, blah blah blah, lots of long hours and, well, what's YouTube? And of course we had Brexit as well at that time, so better do the day job to make sure I'm doing well, have a job, because we're about to leave the EU in March. Oh, wait a minute, that didn't happen. This is happening end of October, right? Yeah? Unless it's an emergency and it doesn't happen. I don't know, it's definitely happening, right? Nobody knows what we're getting though. At the end of the day, whatever happens, happens. Oh, drama. Anyway, from a gaming perspective, I simply did not game for a solid 6 months. Yep, too much stuff was going on, and in some senses, it still is. It took me a while to feel like firing up the console to play Lag Ops 4, to only be greeted with that unfortunate experience that Black Ops 4 gives players. Yep, a inconsistent gaming experience. Yes, it consistently gives you an inconsistent gaming experience. Yeah, it excels at giving players that kind of experience. That is why I just wouldn't recommend this game to a friend. Oh yeah, I completed that survey alright. Oh yeah. One game you're beasting away, the next game you cannot win a single gunfight. Now, all multiplayer games requires lag compensation to ensure players within a gaming world are in sync and perceive that world in the same way at the same time. In other words, it puts everyone on a level playing field from a reacting to the world around you, i.e. everyone sees the same event at the same time. Everyone is on the same page. Unfortunately, it seems that Black Ops 4 is deliberately lagging to give some players an unfair advantage. It's all to do with this gaming addiction, and no, I'm not referring to supply drops, to try to get you to play the game more, except their little calculation there is so screwed up. Anyway, sometimes you can have the advantage and you may not be aware, and other times you definitely do not and you definitely know about it. I can have so much more fun reliably on older Call of Duties, even though there's obvious lag going on, but at least the game code server side is not deliberately manipulating the lag between rounds. It's a much more consistent experience. Now don't get me wrong, I've had some really fun game sessions in Black Ops 4 and I would like to share those gameplays with you in future. And you will notice that my playstyle has evolved as I've snuck into that 2 KD bracket, just squeezed in there. So I hope that you're okay if I share some high KD gameplay videos with you in future, some of which are flawless. Even though we're about to start the next COD cycle, aka MW19, yes, that's what I dub it. So, Modern Warfare 2019, because, you know, we've had Modern Warfare 1, 2, 3, and we're not calling it 4, so it's MW19. Anyway, due to this over-the-top artificial lag that Black Ops 4 applies when it decides to, you've got no control when it's doing it, means that playing Black Ops 4 can be very frustrating at times. And that is an understatement, believe you me. I've come close to deleting that game on several occasions. I've had friends calm me down and say, no, don't do it, Sim, just calm down, chill. Go watch some Netflix, make a cup of coffee, do something, but don't delete it. But finally I did delete it post the MW beta. One day I was beasting away, the next day I couldn't win a single gunfight. And yes, I posted it on Twitter. The reason I got back into gaming about a decade or so ago was all about relaxing after a hard day at work. You know, it was all about unwinding. It's not coming back to play COD to only end up raging and throwing controllers across this room and breaking and smashing consoles and microwaving gaming discs and all that jazz to just be more wound up. Oh no, it is all about having more fun and a relaxing time. So on that vein, I have had some more fun playing old Call of Duties, but also I've had more fun and a relaxing experience playing Battlefield recently, specifically Battlefield 1, as it gives gamers a much more consistent experience, and where people actually play the objective, not just kill whoring and all that stuff. I know, shock horror. So for those of you who have subscribed to my channel this year, I thank you, I really do. I am shocked in one sense because I've not published any video or stream for the past 9 months. On my last stream I had around 4.4 thousand subscribers and now I'm around that 4.7k mark. So in the background earlier this year I was tweaking my YouTube channel, and those of you who were observant and were listening would have heard the new slogan at the beginning of this video. Buff your gaming network. So the layout of the content on my channel's homepage has changed, and hopefully it clearly communicates to new viewers what my channel is about, and it presents the more relevant content, i.e. the playlists of interest. And I guess that's paid off because, well, my channel's grown. Hopefully I've got it right, and I'm sure that long-term subscribers will give me feedback. Oh yes, and of course I've been more active on Twitter in the past few months. And where I've had time I have been answering questions left via YouTube comments. So those of you who follow me on Twitter know that I've had one serious big problem which made it impossible for me to even consider doing streaming, because that's the easiest way to do YouTube, right? And that big issue was known as a broken internet. Oh yeah, 50 disconnects a day at one point. It was up and down like a yo-yo. Sims online, Sims offline, Sims back online, Sims offline. It was great. All those gamers who, game and play Lag Ops 4 with me know exactly what it was. Oh, Sims offline again. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's off again. Yeah, it was crazy. It was absolutely ridiculous. It was unusable. Anyway, that experience that I've had along the past year or so, and the knowledge I've gained as I've resolved the various issues along the way, is going to make for a pretty interesting Sims internet journey video series. Something that you're going to find either hilarious at points, unbelievable, but more importantly, hopefully educational, or all of the above. But it's a series I need to sit down and make the content for. Yep, it doesn't exist yet, it's just all in my head, and I need to get it down on pen and paper and sit in front of a mic and produce the vids. So when I got my gaming mojo back earlier in the year, the original plan was to relaunch in July. I then slipped to August, and then, well, something happened and, well, it just didn't happen. I originally started producing some content so it was ready to go so that when it came to channel launch time I could blast off. I wanted to ensure that I took it slow and steady, and that it was just not all go, go, go. Otherwise I would end up burning out again from a YouTube perspective and just go off air, and it was something I wanted to avoid. I also want to make it easier on the content production side. I do not want to be producing 1 hour marathon tutorial videos. It takes a lot of effort to do, and generally it's not going to attract new viewers. Now I'm going to get the, oh man, that video is 1 hour long? I'm not going to watch that. No way. Next. Instead, I think it's going to be much better that I break up these tutorials and guides into smaller videos, It's much more consumer friendly, they're around that 5 to 10 minute mark, and it makes it easier for me to produce too. A win-win. However, right now I do not have a bunch of content to go. So why relaunch the channel now? Well, this thing called a new Call of Duty is coming out and we all expect to see Sim playing the new COD and telling us how good or bad it is, right? Also, if I keep putting it off, I'm concerned that the channel just may never come back. It's like starting exercising for the first time in a long while. If you go full whack, one is likely to pick up an injury and thus you're forced to stop exercising. Now you've got to rest, wait for your body to repair itself, and then you've got to psych yourself up to go, let's start trying exercising again, yeah? So I see it in the same way when it comes to relaunching my YouTube channel. Doing just one video a week is better than publishing nothing. Streams are easier in some way than doing videos, but one has to be full of energy for a good solid 2 hours or so to do them, to keep it entertaining, as well as giving and maintaining that right level of interaction with the audience. I've got some DIY house projects that's got to be completed in the coming weeks before winter settles in, so the focus on YouTube cannot be as high as where I would like it to be. So I hope you bear with me as I slowly spin up this channel, noting that in the first week or so you might see 3 videos or so in that week, but it's then going to slow down. I think the biggest thing though that I missed the most and look forward to again is engaging with you, my subscribers. Until next time, this has been Sim.